Water is everywhere. It flows through rivers, fills the oceans, and courses through our very bodies. Yet, beyond its physical presence, could water hold something even more profound? A kind of memory, a consciousness that responds to human intention? This idea may sound mystical, yet scientific experiments and ancient traditions alike suggest that water is far more than just a lifeless liquid. Imagine a glass of water sitting before you. It looks ordinary, still, and inert. But what if it isn't? What if the molecules within that water are silently recording everything around them? Your thoughts, your emotions, the sounds in the room. This isn't just speculation. Japanese researcher Dr. Masaru Emoto spent years exploring this concept and discovered something astonishing. Water appears to respond to human consciousness.
I hoped to show people that water could have.
Dr. Emoto's experiments were deceptively simple yet profoundly revealing. He took samples of water and exposed them to different words, sounds, and emotions. Some samples were blessed with positive words like love and gratitude. Others were subjected to negative words like hate and anger. Then he froze the water and examined the ice crystals under a microscope. The results? Beautiful, symmetrical crystals formed in the water exposed to positivity, while chaotic, disordered structures emerged in the water subjected to negativity. What does this mean? Could it be that our thoughts and emotions have a direct influence on water? If so, the implications are staggering, especially when we consider that the human body is made up of nearly 70% water. Could our own thoughts be shaping not just the water within us, but the very reality we experience?
It may be the single most malleable computer, it's like a computer memory. It's the memory of information. We must know how it is arranged. It is like the alphabet. If I give you the alphabet, you don't know a word, you don't know a letter, you don't know a sentence. So the molecular structure is the alphabet of water. And you must make a sentence out of water, and you can change a sentence.
Long before modern science, ancient civilizations already seemed to understand that water held a deeper significance. Hindu scriptures written thousands of years ago spoke of water as a carrier of divine energy, a conduit for consciousness. In the Rig Veda, one of the oldest known texts, water is described as possessing sacred vibrations that can purify not just the body, but also the mind and spirit. The Upanishads, philosophical texts that explore the nature of existence, take this idea even further. They suggest that thoughts are not just fleeting mental activity, but forces that can shape reality itself. If this is true, then water, being a natural receiver of vibrations, might act as a bridge between our consciousness and the physical world. This idea is deeply embedded in spiritual practices across cultures. Consider the ancient Hindu tradition of mantra chanting. The rhythmic repetition of sacred sounds like Om. Yogic teachings suggest that when water is exposed to mantras, it absorbs their energy and carries their frequency. This belief mirrors Dr. Emoto's findings. Water exposed to harmonious sound forms stunningly symmetrical patterns, while chaotic noise disrupts its structure. But this isn't just about abstract philosophy. Ancient rituals involving water, like sacred dips in the Ganges River, may have been based on an understanding that water absorbs and transmits energy. Pilgrims believed that bathing in the Ganges washes away spiritual impurities, not just dirt. If Dr. Emoto's findings are correct, then perhaps there is more truth to these beliefs than we once assumed. Skeptics often dismiss Dr. Emoto's work, arguing that his findings lack rigorous scientific replication. But the idea that consciousness influences matter is not new. In fact, it aligns with one of the most mysterious discoveries in quantum physics, the double-slit experiment. In this famous experiment, scientists observed that subatomic particles behaved differently when they were being watched. In other words, The mere act of observation changed reality at the smallest level. This experiment suggests that consciousness itself plays a role in shaping the physical world. If human awareness can influence quantum particles, then is it so far-fetched to think that it could also influence water? After all, water is made up of molecules, and molecules are made up of the very same particles that behave strangely under observation. The concept of Akasha, often referred to in Hinduism as the cosmic field, might provide a clue. Akasha is said to be an invisible network that connects all things, a universal field of information, energy, and vibrations. Modern discussions on quantum physics echo this idea, suggesting that everything in existence is interconnected at a fundamental level. Could it be that water serves as a medium for these connections? And if so, what does that say about our daily thoughts, our spoken words, and the emotions we carry? If water truly responds to human consciousness, then we must reconsider the power of our own minds. In ancient Hindu tradition, sankalpa, the practice of setting a focused intention before performing a ritual, is based on the belief that a clear and conscious thought can influence reality. Dr. Emoto's research seems to validate this principle. His findings suggest that water, when infused with specific intentions, physically transforms. If this applies to a glass of water, what about the water within our bodies? Could our thoughts be subtly shaping our own health, our emotions, and even our future experiences? It's a humbling thought. Every word we speak, every emotion we hold, might be influencing our own well-being at a molecular level. If thoughts can shape water, and water makes up most of our bodies, then our mental state may be one of the most powerful influences on our physical health. The Bhagavad Gita, one of Hinduism's most revered texts, states that the mind, when uncontrolled, can be one's greatest enemy. But when mastered, it becomes the greatest ally. What if chronic stress, negative self-talk, and unprocessed emotions are disrupting the harmony of the water within us? What if cultivating gratitude, love, and positive affirmations could restore balance? Science is still catching up to these ideas, but the connection between stress and disease is well documented. Ancient wisdom, it seems, was always one step ahead. Dr. Emoto's work, whether fully accepted by mainstream science or not, points us toward a profound realization. Reality may not be as separate from consciousness as we once believed. If water holds memory, if thoughts influence its structure, and if we are mostly made of water, then we must ask ourselves, what kind of world are we creating with our thoughts? Every emotion we carry, every intention we set, may be leaving an unseen imprint on our surroundings. And if ancient wisdom is correct, then the more we align our consciousness with harmony, the more harmonious the world itself may become. Perhaps the true power of water is not just in its ability to quench thirst, but in its ability to remind us that reality is, at its core, deeply interconnected. And in that understanding, we may discover the key to transforming not just water, but ourselves.